this water into wine, or float down the steps.
Yeah, you remember the guy that was in our camp, man. Very, very.
Yeah.
Very briefly.
Yeah.
That was one of his things, you know.
Mm-hmm. That we didn't have spiritual power.
We wasn't real because we didn't have spiritual powers. But we did, because we were able to compel Jake in the sleep state that they're in. So we did have power.
To heal their minds.
Yep. And then we were uncovering mysteries. The Lord was supping with us. We things were open up to us that, you know, otherwise we wouldn't have had it if it weren't for the Spirit. You know. Read a little bit more. It says, but if we, Salaki, it says, for what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for?
Because if you see it, it's right in front of you. So, you know, you can't see that anything is going to get better than this. You know, so when you got these guys with these blinders on and they look out into the world, they don't see the Most High. They don't see spiritual things. They're only about carnality and what's in front of their face.
That's right.
You know, that's why they can't see the kingdom. They can't see spiritual powers. They can't see these things. Go ahead.
It says, likewise, Salaki, it says, but if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it.
Right, because now we know, since we know, according to the scripture, that there's something better than this current society, you know, we don't see it yet, but we want to see it. You know, we want it to come. We want to see it with our eyes, so we're going to wait for it, you know.
That's right.
But not because, you know, not because that we're just sitting around waiting for it. No, because we believe everything in the scriptures. We believe what's written in the law and in the prophets, just like Paul said.
That's right. That's it on that.
This is Acts 3. Acts 3 and
17, I
think. 22. It says, for Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall the Lord your power raise up unto you of your brethren.
Yeah, that's Deuteronomy 18:18. All right.
Like unto me.
Right. Because what? Moses had that power. He had that staff. And that staff brought pretty much the Spirit was on him to bring down that empire. How much more we? But it's with this word, you see, and that's what's so dynamic. That's why so brilliant about how the Lord is bringing this society down. He said he shall consume them with the spirit of his mouth. You know, so we don't need no swords or anything to help. It's this. And then when when the devil come in like a flood, then shall he lift up that standard, and you will see. All right, you will see. Okay, when that time comes, when Jacob's trouble comes, that's when you're gonna see the elect. Okay, that's when you're gonna see the elect.
Yeah, that's when you're gonna eat your words.
Yeah.
It says,
because only if you believe, you probably wouldn't have, you know, got your head beaten to pulp. You know.
Yeah, because that scripture say they shall know it by death through pain.
Yeah.
You know, and that's going to be a grievous death too. You're not gonna die in your sleep. You know, you're gonna go really messed up, man. The scripture say they shall die of grievous deaths. You know, so it's not going to be something easy, you know, and it's going to be justly deserved.
Yep.
It says, him shall ye hear in all things whatsoever he shall say unto you, and it shall come to pass that every soul that will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people.
Right. So, hey, if they didn't hear Moses in the provocation, how much more now when you got apostles, elders, teachers, you know, physicians, brothers that's out here doing this work through the Spirit, you know, uplifting and actually waking up the 144,000. All right. So if you don't believe what Moses and them said, and you can't believe the fact that we're gonna get spiritual powers, then you pretty much condemned, man. You know.
This is John 3:18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already.
See.
Whew.
See, that's why the scriptures say, man, prophesy unto Israel. And what it says, be not dismayed at the incredulity of them. You know?
Because we know we're in, based off of what? The law and the prophets.
That's right. Well, I'm going to get there real quick just to hit that point because I mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, slow. This is 2nd Ezra 15. Slack. 2nd Ezra 15 and 1, it says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy,
Mm-hmm.
which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true."
Yeah, so the prophecies are written in the scriptures, man. And when it says they are faithful and true, meaning that they will come to pass, you know? Because the Lord is a man, the Lord Yahweh is a man of his word, you know? So when you take that in consideration, every prophecy that's written in the scriptures that's come to pass, man. We're living in a prophecy right now that the scripture spoke of, man. A pestilence, you know? And you know, Matthew 24, we got rumors of wars. We're living in these times and these prophecies.
That's
you know?
right.
And if you don't see it, like scripture say in what's that, Corinthians 14, you're not spiritually discerned, man.
That's right.
You know? I think it's the 2nd chapter, 2 and 14. You know, so you're not spiritually discerning, you're carnal minded.
Yeah.
You know? And the scriptures say to be carnal minded is as death.
Yeah, right. So it says, verse 3, "Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity," meaning disbelief, "of them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness."
And that's the end. That's their end. You know, so there's not even a point in us getting mad at them anymore.
Nope.
You know? Because their end is going to be death, man.
That's right.
You know? So there's not gonna be there's not a rhyme or reason to even get mad.
Nope.
Because the spirit is going to take them out. Because they're already outside of the spirit, they're outside of the temple. They're profane.
They're resisting it.
Kind.
And it was made so it was foreordained.
Kind.
What you got next?
It says it says
Because I think it's 30 minutes. We got 3 minutes until it cuts off.
Oh, okay.
Well, 2 less than 3.
John 3 and 18 says, "He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already.
See?
Because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son."
Right. And he is the only one that's making his intercession to the Most High for us. All right?
Kind.
He is the only one. He's speaking on our behalf. The scriptures tell you that. Okay? He's speaking on our behalf. All right? So that we may be saved. That we may receive the glory that he received.
Kind. This is Romans 15 and 4.
And it starts here in this empire.
Kind.
All right? It starts here.
Yeah.
You're going to see the miracles here.
Kind.
All right?
Yep.
You're going to see
In
the
your
elect
lifetime.
come out of this. Yep. And we're going to see the fall of our enemy.
That's right.
Yep.
Scriptures say that there's nothing greater than seeing the downfall of your enemy, man.
Yep. "Only with thine eyes shall thou see the destruction of the wicked."
Kind.
Roughly paraphrase.
It says, this is Romans 15 and 4. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning,
Duh.
that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope."
That's right, man. So everything that we've seen in the prophets and all the stories in the scriptures about the prophets' endeavors and what they had to go through and the Lord saving them out, it was written for our learning. So we're learning. Because why? We're going to witness these same things, man.
Exactly. And that's what gives us hope, you know? That's how we know that these things are going to happen, because they already happened.
That's
you know?
right.
It's already happened. We've seen it. We can see it in our minds. That's why the prophets were called seers.
Yeah.
You know? But you got guys claiming to be prophets that don't believe in these things.
Right.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. What else you got?
I got Luke chapter 1.
Okay. Then we're gonna have to start over. It might cut off, but go ahead. You need to continue.
Okay.
Then I'll just start it up again.
Luke chapter 1, verse 69. It says, verse 68 says, "Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David."
Right.
So that's the house of David, you know, being resurrected, man. In Amos the 9th chapter. It says, "As he spoke by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us."
See?
So from the beginning, this has been prophesied that we're going to be saved, you know. But nevertheless, you guys don't believe in these scriptures. You guys don't believe that they have spiritual power. You don't believe that you know, that you know, the Lord